The ability to start a conversation is an essential skill for networking and creating relationships, whether you're trying to settle into a new career or meeting a new professional contact. However, finding the correct words the first time you meet someone might be difficult. There are various successful ways to start a conversation, regardless of the situation or personality of the person you wish to talk to. We'll give you some examples and guidelines for starting a conversation in this video. Before we continue, please subscribe to our YouTube channel by hitting the subscribe button below. And remember to click the notification bell to be the first to know when we upload our videos. Asking for information from the person you want to talk to is a beautiful way to start a conversation. It is a natural and efficient technique to establish rapport with someone immediately. Even if you already know the answer to your question, it's an excellent technique to approach someone if you're stuck for ideas. For example, if you're at an event and run into a coworker you haven't met yet, you can inquire about the conference. Do you know if the regional director will speak following the opening session? You can then continue the dialogue by mentioning something you enjoy about the speakers and so on. Secondly, you can start a conversation with a compliment. A compliment can brighten someone's day and increase their self-esteem. You can choose a feature of the person you like and explain why you like it. I truly like your hair, for example. You look good with this cut. You might ask them where they have their hair trimmed or how they choose their style as follow-up inquiries to keep the conversation going. Next, you may compliment an event. You can almost always find something positive to say about a situation or incident. For example, it could have been the previous evening's office happy hour or a game the night before. If the other individual shares your viewpoints, you're in for a lively discussion. Did you see the football game last night? I believe our group has now found its stride. The talk can then move on to a more in-depth discussion about the game or a related topic, such as a different sports team. Next, you can introduce yourself. While this may not be appropriate in every setting, it is a simple way of expressing your want to meet someone. For example, you can approach someone in another department and introduce yourself if you've recently started a new job. Hello, my name is Sean. I'm new to the team and I wanted to say hello. You can then inquire further about their position or length of service with the organization. If you find yourself in a situation to aid someone you want to talk to, take advantage of the opportunity. Offering assistance can make you likable and earn the other person's trust, especially if you demonstrate genuine concern. Would you like to have a seat? Or can I assist you in filing away some of those binders? You can then transition into a task-related topic, such as the binder's contents if it's not confidential. Another good conversation starter is seeking assistance. It works because it helps the other person feel useful, especially if they can easily supply it. If you do someone a favor, people are more inclined to think of you positively and trust you. Asking for assistance might help you start a polite conversation, but be sure your request is reasonable for both parties. Could you tell me where this meeting room is, for example? Or could I get a pen from you? You can start a conversation by talking about something you share in common. Your everyday experiences make it easier to get along, which helps the conversation flow and the relationship develop. For example, when was the last time you saw our friend Rachel, or how do you like working in the Philly office? Soliciting feedback from others demonstrates that you value and care about what they have to say. Many individuals will enthusiastically respond to your questions if they are familiar with the issue, and it is a great way to start a conversation. When seeking someone's opinion, consider current themes. Like, how do you enjoy the coffee from the new cafe? When you meet an executive or notable person in your organization for the first time, praising their work is also a beautiful way to start a conversation with them. I heard your speech at the banquet last week. You brought up some excellent points. Follow up on the compliment with appropriate inquiries, such as how they became such a superb public speaker. People will chat about their passions, and you will learn something new. Remember to keep the conversation lighthearted and upbeat. For example, I saw a band name on your t-shirt. Have you ever seen one of their performances? Next, you can start a conversation by asking personal questions. People are naturally drawn to discussing themselves. Try to come up with a topic that allows the person to talk about their hobbies, family, or experiences. That's a wonderful photo of your family on your desk. How old are your kids? Or I see you recently had a vacation in Hawaii. How was it? Lastly, many conversation starters can be found around you. So, commenting on the architecture, the temperature, or the artwork can all be effective methods to persuade someone to chat with you. They did a fantastic job decorating this office. Or the views from this window are breathtaking. Even if all else fails, you can always make a weather-related comment. It's one of the simplest methods to get someone to chat, and it can lead to a variety of different topics. Isn't it a lovely day? Or can you believe how much snow we're getting? There are endless ways to start a conversation. These are only a few. Try some of these and you will no longer find starting conversations difficult. Tell us other ways you start conversations in the comments section below. This is starting a conversation with you. Don't forget to click the subscribe button to be the first to watch new videos on this channel.